Welcome in, everybody. HBCU Huddle. CJ Hurd here. Follow me on Twitter at ConRadicalness. I said everybody be ready. Let's go. Sherm's still over here talking. Well, I'm pleased to be joined first off alongside, as always, Mike Wallace. Mike, what's going on, baby?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's good to be back in the saddle right here. You know what I'm saying? We missing our road dog. She getting work done. But we got, hey, look, man, next man up mentality. I'm looking forward to another great show. Good to be back with you guys. Let's do it.
Follow Mike on Twitter at MyMikeCheck. Like you said, Ronnie's gone. Ronnie_2K.
Yep.
Shout out to Ronnie. She's really, really busy right now. All types of summer camps are going on. We'll get a full report from her when she gets back. But we are pleased to be joined in studio by HBCU Huddle fashion correspondent, member of the Sneak Fest show right here on Grind City Media. You catch it every Tuesday.
He got a lower
at 2
third
p.m.
and a title.
Sure.
I love
What
it.
up, Sure?
What's good? What's
Shout out
going
to
on?
Miles, man.
I know, right? It's happy to be back in the studio with you guys.
Yeah,
man.
it's
You
been a
know,
minute, yeah.
Mike been moving around.
Yeah.
CJ, you've been doing what you do. Like, I love it, man.
There you
I'm glad
go.
to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Somebody got to say it because Ronnie not here. Y'all be sure to subscribe and download the podcast wherever you get your podcasts at Apple. Apple or is it iTunes, Spotify, Google,
Yeah.
wherever you guys are going. Spreak, I don't know. Wherever y'all are going.
Yeah.
SoundCloud, wherever y'all get them at, that's where we at, man. Black is downstairs running the show. As always, got some news to get to and got some fun stuff to get to as well today. Legacy Bowl is moving from New Orleans to Atlanta. We're going to talk some about that. We are also going to talk some, because Sherm is here, we're going to take a look at some of the hottest sneakers out this summer. FIFA World Cup is getting underway, so we'll talk some about some collabs with some of the sneaker companies and World Cup teams as well. Got a great pick 6 for you. As also, we're going to do our 6 black sitcoms we would like to see rebooted in honor of Hillman coming back, in honor of A Different World coming back. We'll talk about all those things and more. Let's start, though, with the John Merritt Classic, the classic that's going to feature this year Tennessee State and Jackson State. They're changing locations. They're moving from Nissan Stadium to Vanderbilt's First Bank Stadium because of the Titans finale, the preseason finale, against the Chicago Bears. Mike, does this change the game in any way in your mind?
No, it doesn't change it. It doesn't change it. I think capacity-wise, Vanderbilt Stadium has gone under renovations too, so it's basically a new stadium for Vanderbilt.
Yes.
So in terms of where it is, what's going on, the tailgating is going to be a little different because it's a lot more congested around Vanderbilt and that West End. But then again, you're building a brand new stadium right beside Nissan Stadium, so construction is going to offset the congestion. So I think all in all, it's going to be a great atmosphere, man. It's going to be jam-packed. People are going to be walking. It's going to be a lot of shoulder to shoulder. And when you talk about Jackson State and Tennessee State in an opener at a classic, you couldn't ask for a better venue. It's just unfortunate that the timing was there when the preseason schedule came out. But hey, it's the Titan Stadium, so they got first right to refusal no matter what. So. It's all good from that standpoint. They could have moved it to Jackson, but it wouldn't have been the John Merritt Classic there. They could have reversed how the schedule worked because that's a home and home. But I'm glad they kept it in Nashville. And, HBCU Huddle, we're going to be there. So we looking forward to opening the season right there, too.
I graduated off of Weston. Like, further down Weston is where Montgomery Bell Academy is. Okay. The First Bank Stadium seats about 30,000, maybe 35,000 people. And... yeah, just envisioning, because I know what that part of Nashville is. When I was in Nashville, like everywhere, it's still like super segregated, right? Like black people stay where they stay, white people stay where they stay, money stays where money stays, regular people stay where regular people stay, poverty stays where poverty stays. And so West End was like, oh, okay, we're approaching the white part of town. Like we're in the white parts of town. So Charlotte Pike runs parallel to Weston, and I knew Charlotte Pike. It's all black, man. That's like on the you go down Charlotte Pike at the time. Joe Johnson, you could see the Joe Johnson projects from Charlotte Pike. You knew MLK Magnet School was there. You knew you were around the corner from Tennessee State, Meharry and Fisk. West End, it's like, oh, okay. Vanderbilt is over here. Like this is where that type of person is. Envisioning Jackson State and Tennessee State playing that game in that part of town warms my heart. It's gonna be something that's gonna put a smile on my face. And Mike, we would be. I'm trying to remember where. Okay, so that's where the stadium is. 2, 3. I think we are 3 or 4. 4
Come
lights
on,
max.
Man. Come on, man.
Mike,
Come on. I know you was going there.
4 lights
I knew
max
you was
from
going there.
Satco,
I
sure.
knew you was going there.
Sure, I can walk to Satco, baby. I can walk to Satco.
You almost had me. You had me drawn in. I was like,
I thought he was going to come with something.
Yeah, I knew where he was going.
Shout out San Antonio Taco, baby.
When he started counting the blocks, I was like, I know where this is headed.
Yeah.
I know where this is headed.
Yeah, man.
I'm so like, where is he going with
That's
this?
going to be pregame and postgame. I guarantee you, it's going to be pregame and postgame for him.
I'm like, where is he going with this?
Pregame, I got to get on the tailgate. The congestion, does that cause you any concern at all, Sherm? Potential congestion.
I guess same thing like Mike said, too. The construction with the Titan Stadium is kind of offset with that construction of what the Vanderbilt Stadium is. Like, I mean, it's a good look to have both of them back together and keep it up in Nashville like that, because it's going to be how it used to be in Memphis is going to be the same way up there in Nashville.
Because Jackson State travels.
Yeah, they travel.
They travel. And Tennessee State fans care about this game.
Yes.
They care about this game in a different sort of way. I'm imagining now, because it's been a while since I've been in Nashville, but I do believe the Parthenon is right across the street from.
It's right across.
And so now I'm imagining hearing Earth, Wind, and Fire September being played
from there
on the grounds of the Parthenon at the tailgate. It's gonna be some good stuff, man. So the game day is scheduled for Saturday, August 29th at 7:30 p.m. Central. Titans, like we said, they're playing the Bears in a preseason finale.
That's why at 5 p.m.
Oh, sure.
So just imagine the log jam of traffic. You can't move.
You won't be able to move.
You won't be able to move.
I mean, that's Nashville on a given day, though.
Anyway, but now it's going to be intensified.
So what you're telling me is
both games at the same
we're not going to be
day?
able. We're going to need to let traffic die down some. So we can go ahead and hop on one of them scooters or on our 2 legs and mosey on down to San Antonio Taco, baby. John Merritt did have success coaching at Dudley Field, which is what First Bank Stadium was called way back when. He was 14-4-1 all time on Vanderbilt's campus, including 2-1 against Jackson State. Fun fact. I don't know what this means, but it means something. I don't know if it means a lot or a little. Jackson State hasn't scored against Tennessee State in First Bank Stadium, formerly Dudley Field, the past 2 contests. So 1980 and 1982 was the last time those 2 teams played on Vanderbilt's campus, and both of those times it resulted in a Tennessee State shutout of Jackson State.
So at least 46 years. They've been scoreless for 46 plus years.
46 years since Jackson State scored on Tennessee State
in that stadium.
on Vanderbilt's campus. That's all I'm saying. Now, if they scored on them between then, who's to say? But they hadn't scored there
since then.
Since then, Mike.
That's an interesting stat.
So it's gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. We're gonna be there. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Hope to see you guys out there as well. There's more moving news in the HBCU football landscape. The Legacy Bowl is moving to Atlanta from New Orleans. Why make this move, Mike?
Atlanta's where the Hall of Fame is. HBCU Hall of Fame is centrally located. All of the infrastructure for what the HBCU committee is doing is all based out of Atlanta. The date is fine. I think attendance might have been an issue in New Orleans, getting people to New Orleans. And then maybe logistics from the use of that facility, where they were using. And they tried to make it more of a convention as well, too. I love New Orleans. I would have rather it stayed in New Orleans. I think the guys that put that bowl on, Doug Williams has a lot to do with it and everything else, would have been great for Louisiana and has been. But Atlanta is just so centrally located. It's easier to get to. A lot of people who are working for that bowl and that organization already live in Atlanta. So it's just, why not host it at home, especially if you can find the field to do it. And they found the field at Georgia State to do it. So it makes more sense to go ahead and put it there.
So it's going to be at Georgia State and not at the Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, yeah, it's not going to be at Mercedes-Benz.
Okay,
it's going to be at, I forgot what they call Georgia State Stadium, but it's the old Atlanta Braves. Yeah, the old Atlanta Braves
stadium is actually
Stadium.
pretty big.
Yeah, and that's where the MEAC SWAC Challenge is.
And
the preseason MEAC SWAC Challenge, they play that there too. So it's a fit. It's a fit. It makes sense logistically.
For you, Sherm, is it a better location?
That's what you was talking about during the text message. Like, I guess so, but I'm with you. I think the heritage of being in New Orleans hit a little harder than going to Atlanta. But I guess it makes sense with all the people who are part of that bowl is actually living in Atlanta. I guess it makes sense to keep that centralized so they can be more more closer to the event than going to New Orleans.
Yeah. They'll be playing at Center Park Stadium.
Center Park.
Okay. Center Park Stadium is where they will be playing. The game is going to air on NFL Network. Game day is scheduled for February 27, 2027. The All-State HBCU Legacy Bowl Career Fair, because all of these games got a career fair and a college fair as well, will be the day before on February 26, and that's so very, very important that I love that about Classics. I love that about this bowl game where there are career and college fairs that take place as well there. Back on the topic of the city of Atlanta. I understand that it's centrally located, right? I understand that it is a real good central location and that it's one of those meccas of blackness. Yeah. But are we too saturated in Atlanta? Is Atlanta becoming too saturated? MEAC SWAC championship. You've got the college football, the Black College Football Hall of Fame there. You've got this there. You've got the Celebration Bowl there. I understand that the AUC is there. I understand that there's a lot of cultural relevance that comes from that city. I'm not trying to discredit that at all. But how many... Will there be fan fatigue traveling to Atlanta for every big moment in the HBCU football space?
That's a great point. That's a great point because sometimes variety is needed, right? You need to have that diversity in space. You need to have this kind of event in different locations so that other parts of the country can understand how important it is. If everything defaults back to Atlanta, you're only serving your base, right? You're not really expanding. But on the flip side of it, is it easier for corporate sponsorships when all of the sponsors have Atlanta offices? Is it easier logistically when you talk about trying to broadcast it and trying to have convention space when you already control those things? Again, HBCU, the Hall of Fame can now host that career fair in their own Hall of Fame, right? So I see how easy it is to consolidate, but to your point, yes, you do want, the whole point of this is to spread awareness and have teams from across the NFL come to where you are to see these players and not make it so easy. So it's as they say, man, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. At the end of the day, it's got to make sense financially, and I think Atlanta's just easier and logistically making it happen.
Sure, I'll throw this one.
I think the two things that point out what you said, corporate sponsorship and the financial. I think those two things are the biggest look of all this here. But I'm with you guys, make it variety, just spread around, because if I'm traveling to Atlanta to go see these other events, why not go to New Orleans or other Kentucky or wherever else that you want to put it at? I might as a corporate sponsor, I probably want to go to these other cities and states to see how I can maybe put my stamp on these cities and states. So
where somewhere not Atlanta. Where would you go, Shern?
For this event?
For this event?
For this event or for... Yes, we're talking about this event for this event. What other cities could hold major HBCU football events?
That's a good question.
To me, what quickly came to mind to me was, Dallas.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't think about
Washington, D.C.
Washington.
You know what I'm saying? Washington because of that hub of Morgan State, Howard, Norfolk State, that DMV area. Those are two areas that jump out. Because again, Dallas and that Houston area, because of the proliferation of HBCUs there, and then somewhere on the East Coast where you're going to get at least some level of media coverage and some level of fan interest from there if you're going to take it outside of Atlanta.
I like Washington, and Washington is good too because I see when the people from Washington always come down when Tennessee plays the schools and so when Tennessee State plays the schools, so it's like that back and forth between them. I think Washington would be a good space too.
And this is the issue that you highlighted: half 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the next. Dallas and DC are on the boundaries of the HBCUs. So if you're at Grambling, if you're at Southern, all right, cool. Dallas is fine. But if you're at Delaware State, that might be a travel. If you're at Bethune-Cookman, that'll be a travel. If you're in DC, great, awesome. If you're at Virginia Union, Virginia State, even if you're at like a North Carolina Central, it's like, okay,
you can get
I can get up there. But if you're Prairie View A&M, now that's a real travel. That's why Atlanta. That's part of the reason why Atlanta gets a ton of this. I'll throw another one out there, another city. Just because of what they were able to do with the CIAA basketball tournament many years ago. I think Charlotte could be a good city from. They've got corporate sponsors also in Charlotte. Like they've got headquarters there. There's so much money in that city. So much potential for sponsorship in that city. But it's the same type of issue where that's right there on the boundary.
Well, let me ask both of y'all this here. Would it be an issue if you just switch it up every year?
You know what? I think that would be a good idea, but I think what you want to do is give it legs, though, right? And I think for the last 2 or 3 years, everything that they intended for it to be is good. The planning has been great. Right. The turnout has been inconsistent. The sponsorship has been inconsistent. So if you're going to keep moving it, it makes it hard to say, okay, my 2029 budget needs to go to this. Like if you know exactly where you're going to have it every single year, then you give it some legs for 5 years in Atlanta, and then see in 5 years can it grow from there. From that standpoint.
That makes sense.
Because just like for me, like I love the Celebration Bowl. Does it need to be in Atlanta every year? Yeah. At a certain point, if you can't fill that football stadium up, should you put it somewhere else and maybe have that on a rotating basis?
Yeah.
I mean, to your example, Mike.
Yeah.
The college football championship game rotates. It's not in one city.
It's not.
Every year.
It'll be Santa Clara one year. It'll be New Orleans another year.
Yeah.
It'll go up to Indianapolis 1 year to come to Dallas for a year, right? Like so that has enough cachet for people to travel.
Right.
Now, it's different levels. Completely different levels. FBS, FCS, right? Like it's different. But I think that there is enough of an interest in HBCU football, particularly that game.
And
you got especially.
You got the broadcast backing with it being on ABC. Yeah. So you have the ESPN ABC that's willing to put it successfully somewhere else too. So maybe that should be the first thing. Now, but they've been in Atlanta for 20 years now, 25 years. So they had that groundwork where now you can move it and it can still be attractive, to certain people. But yeah, I mean, but to go back to the HBCU Legacy Bowl, I just want to see it be successful because it's an opportunity for jobs. The job fair is just as important as the game is to me. Yeah. And I also think, again, we're in this downturn right now where, these bowls and these spotlights aren't necessarily leading to these teams drafting these players either. So hopefully, man, something can turn around where if you're in Atlanta, you can't. Scouts don't have any excuse not to be there because they can easily get to Atlanta, right? You can't say, well,
and most scouts want to come to Atlanta anyway.
Right, they want to come to Atlanta anyway. Right. So, hopefully that turns it around.
I think that the Legacy Bowl, I think you inadvertently, Mike, without meaning to or thinking about it, hit the nail on the head. I think the Legacy Bowl should absolutely be in one spot every single year. I'm not sure what fan turnout is going to be for those types of games, East-West games, Shrine Bowl, Legacy Bowl, right? I'm not sure what it is for those sorts of, hey, we're going to throw a bunch of talent together in a week and then just stick them out on the football field to showcase what they can do as basically a pre-interview type of thing for NFL teams and scouts. That needs to be in one spot. But that Celebration Bowl can move.
Yeah.
I think that Celebration Bowl could go about and just do a rotation and let cities bid on the Celebration Bowl much the same way that they bid on various things at the FBS level. They bid on various things or apply for Final Fours and Elite Eight and regionals and things of that nature in men's and women's college basketball. I think that it would be really, really fun and exciting to say, all right, where's the Celebration Bowl at this year?
Yeah. And you can have it
it's
just
Miami or it's Dallas or Houston, something like that. That would be fun.
Go kind of like how the NFL does Super Bowl. You already know 5 years in advance where every Super Bowl is. Like right now, we know where the next 4 Super Bowls going to be. Celebration Bowl could be the same way.
Yep. I got one more thing to add to that, man. And when I saw, if Kyra can do this, if you could throw the Legacy Bowl graphic back up real quick. I want to say the dates that were involved were February, right? Like
yes,
February
27th.
You're right up against the combine. So why not move it to Indianapolis a week before the combine?
That's a good one.
Or a week after the combine.
That's a good one.
And then you still have the collection of scouts that are already there.
They're already there.
And Indianapolis is a tourism city anyway. It's a convention city anyway. So build it around the combine. And if you say, okay, you know what? These HBCU standouts didn't get invited. to the combine. Yeah. So we're going to bring them to the combine and have their own combine right there. So there's no excuse from an exposure standpoint. You already have the infrastructure right there. Make it, 2 days before or 2 days after, and then just see if that can gain some traction and some legs from that standpoint.
I like that. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. We solved it. Good job, man. Good job. On the other side, we're going to get Sherm started on some of the latest sneaker trends in the country, getting you guys ready for which are fits for the summer. You're listening to HBCU Huddle right here in the Built Ford Tough studio on Grind City Media.
Name 100 active NBA players.
100 active ones.
100 active NBA players. And we're going to go back and forth.
Victor Wembanyama.
LeBron James.
Cedric Howard.
Jalen Wells.
Gigi.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There we go.
It took 77 players to get to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Like I told you, Wemby's the favorite to win Finals MVP. If he does it, he'll become just the 4th human to win Finals MVP in the NBA before turning 23 years old. Who are the other 3?
Oh, my God. Did Kawhi do it?
Kawhi Leonard did do it.
I thought so.
At the age of 22.
Magic?
Johnson, at the age of 20, stay in San Antonio.
Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan. At the age of 22, it was 1999.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's OrthoSouth at orthosouth.org.
Sacramento King fans, whatever you do, do not swipe. De'Aaron Fox, they fire Mike Brown.
Oh no.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
5 NBA Finals appearances in the last 4 years for people that were in the Kings facility.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Get ready, Grizzlies fans. It is time for the Surfside Can Shuffle. Can you keep up with the cans and find Mac the Crab?
Welcome back in, everybody. HBCU Huddle. Mike, CJ, no Ronnie. Black downstairs. Sherm is in with us, and that's our HBCU fashion correspondent. And so saw this tweet go up here recently. Sneakers of the summer. I do believe Complex threw up their sneakers of the summer, and I wanted to get Sherm's thoughts on a couple of these sneakers in addition to other things. First off, before we get into this, Sherm, anything from a fashion standpoint that you're excited to see play out from a trend standpoint this summer?
I think right now I would say since we got the World Cup coming up, I would say like the whole play on the soccer boots, as they call them. That's been a real big trend right now.
Just soccer boots as just like casual shoes?
Well, yeah, just casual shoes. Just wearing them out. Yeah, so they not the ones that you actually play on the field. Yeah. You know, they took the spikes off of them and just made them straight shoes. And then just the jerseys and kits that Adidas and Nike been making been pretty cool. So excited to see that right now.
All right. So let's take a look at some of these shoes, Mike. Yep. Let's go with and also you guys can catch Sherm doing this with Jerry, Adam, Lang, and Bennett I think Black directs that one too.
Yeah,
Black directs that one too.
K-Dog.
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 Catch them every Tuesday on the Sneak Fest show right here on Grind City Media, wherever you get your podcast at. 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, and then if you just download it, it'll come to you if you subscribe. Let's start with the Bad Bunny Adidas Ballerina 1, Sherm. These were inspired by Adidas Taekwondo model from the early 2000s. As you can see there, that's got a bit of a soccer feel
it's
to it.
It's a soccer feel to it, yeah. And you know Bad Bunny, his Puerto Rican background is like huge right now. I mean, not just right now, but just overall. And ever since he kind of linked up with Adidas, everything he has touched on has been like, it's been a gold mine. This is a good shoe, good summer shoe. People in the States kind of give it a certain look, but if you go to the overseas everywhere, this is their style right now.
Mike, you
right now, it looks very European.
It's very European
in terms of the design. I love the 3 stripes going all the way to the bottom of the shoe. That's a different look for Adidas, man. I would wear those like in the summertime, right, with some cargo shorts or something like that, man. And
they seem like
I hear you, Mike. Look at Mike. Look at Mike.
You wearing them? I wear them in Greece. I'll be in Greece rocking those. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in Greece rocking those for sure. I like the red and the. And sort of the tan combination too. That's just a good color. Yeah. And if you Kappa, right?
Yeah. No, I'm nothing.
You're not. Oh, you're nothing. Okay. And if you're a Kappa, I'm not a Kappa. I'm not Greek at all. Yeah. But I can see a bunch of Kappas rocking those things too. Man, for sure.
With some linen pants.
There you go.
You can do linen pants with that. You can do linen pants with this.
Yeah. Next up, let's take a look at the Nike Minds. The Nike Mind. I think these are the 002s. The 22 nodes featured on the outside press against the foot, which is shown to activate areas of the brain to help the wearers feel more calm and present. These were the ones Lang was trying to get.
So these are the ones that Lang was trying to get. So we've been trying for months to get these for him, and he tried. So this last drop that just happened 2 weeks ago. Everybody took an L, and then all of a sudden, Jerry pops up and is like, "Congratulations, Lane! I got the shoe for you."
Nice.
So as soon as they came in, Lane went and picked them up from him, and he loves it. I have the slides, which is the 001. So you just reading about the mind stuff.
Yeah.
Don't. That's how Nike sells you on things. Now trust me, they are comfortable. They are very comfortable. I wear them. I wear the slides before I go work out and after I leave working out. It's a good
It don't activate your mind, Sherm.
Unless I got the tools hooked up to me so I can. Who can tell about that? I mean, after I leave the gym, my mind is already kind of like tired anyway, so I'm ready to go lay down and chill.
And now that I've seen them, and I'm glad you guys showed those, because I was in the mall in Nashville last weekend with my sons, and one of my sons was like, "Yeah, I need to get the therapeutic slides, the Nike Therapeutics." And I was like, "What?" And so he showed me, and I was like, "Oh, the ones with the bubbles at the bottom of them." And I'm like, "What you need therapeutic shoes for? Like you said, you wear them either before your workout or after your workout." I'm asking him, when is the workout, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't provide therapy if you ain't doing the work in between, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I see what they look like. So you got the slides. Those are the ones he wants. He wants the slides. He don't even want the shoes. He wants the slides.
He said, I want to see the workout.
Yeah, I want to see the work that goes into making them therapy, right? Like, yeah.
That is definitely a good shoe. I would say if you can get your hands on it, there's been the talks around the sneaker space that every time Nike released this shoe, we still trying to figure out who has them. It's really like people have them, but you don't know.
So they created the market for them.
Yeah, they created the market for them.
Sure.
Yeah,
so the Nike Mind 001s is a slide.
It's a slide,
and the 002s
it's the tennis shoe.
Are the actual tennis shoe. What's that retail? I think it's $139.
The 002s are $145, and the slides are only $95.
Here we go.
So,
$100 slides?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
This is Nike we talking about.
I guess so.
This is Nike we talking about, man. You know.
I guess so.
Listen, man. Mike, I'm with you, dog.
I know, man.
You and I speaking the same language, Mike.
Nah, man.
$100, it better be more than stimulate my mind. My whole body better be stimulated for some slides.
And where am I wearing these slides to? You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, like, so me personally, I don't know how other people who actually own either the 01 or the 02, even the 01s, I don't wear those out like just out in public like that. Like if I'm wearing them out, I'm going to the gym or I'm leaving the gym. As soon as I get home, I'm taking them off. So I have yet to have a full day of walking in them, but to me personally, I don't think they are comfortable enough to work.
Nor should you.
Yeah,
nor should you have a full day walking in them, right? They're for specific purposes, right?
Straight for that purpose of recovery.
Recovery, yes.
That's
what he called them. He called them recovery slides. The recovery slides. I'm like, recovering from what? It's like, where's the workout, man?
Let's go to the next shoe. Kids of the Immigrants, Nike Total 90 Mule. This is a reimagined Nike Total 90 from their recent collab. The silhouette pays tribute to, what's that, Chancelletta sandals, while also serving as an evolution of the T90 soccer cleat, which is what you were talking about, Sherm, with the World Cup coming up. Here's one of those soccer shoes that they've made casual. One of those cleats, one of those boots that they've made casual for us to just wear with our fits and stuff. You like those?
The Total 90 has been a big popular shoe anyway. Even before the World Cup has been around. Like you said, you go up to the Europe area, like that whole soccer look has been around for ages. When they come over to the States, the States is a trend, is a follow trend. So they see whatever the rappers and stuff are talking about or the fashionistas talking about, then they follow that trend. But the soccer cleat has been around. The biggest thing that's happening this summer are mules. Mules are really big this summer. They just came out of nowhere within the last couple of months. So now you're seeing a lot of play on the actual mule, the mule type of setup. Yeah. But I like those. At first I did when I first saw them, but I kind of like them now though.
Okay, they almost like Birkenstocks in a way.
In a way, yeah, because Birkenstock is the Mule Kings. So
they're the what now?
The Mule Kings.
What's that mean?
That's the shoe.
No, I didn't know that at all, Sherm. Learn me something.
So the sandals and mules are that's Birkenstock. Like they've always been in that space, and then now you seen brands now are starting to jump into that space now.
So what is a mule then?
So the mule is it's a slide. So basically that old one we was talking about, they don't consider that a slide. They consider that a mule. So a mule is the slides have your toes out. The mules have your toes covered.
Okay.
But the back is out.
The back is out.
That's a mule. Okay. Slides, your toes are out. So that's the difference of the mule and the slide.
Oh, I did not know we had that type of shoe
distinction. Delineation. Yeah. It makes sense now though. It makes sense. Yeah.
So what you just saw up there, that's considered a mule because your heel is out.
But your toe in.
Your toe is in.
Yeah.
Yeah, your toe is in.
So Crocs will be mules.
The Crocs will be mules. Exactly.
Crocs are mules. There we go.
Crocs are mules. Okay. Yeah. You just learned something today.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we both did. Sherman educating us, man. Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's go to the Air Jordan 1 Low OGs. They took the banned Air Jordan 1 High from 2011 that typically resells for over $1,000 and converted it into a low top, which is available at retail.
Hold on, what?
Yeah.
What's $1,000?
For resale, the highs of this.
The highs of this.
1,000?
Yeah.
These highs.
Depending on the size,
That's crazy.
Yeah, depending on the size.
That's crazy.
I think every summer when Jordan released a OG Air Jordan 1 Low, I think it is always a big hit because go back to like you said with the Ballerina, you can wear these with cargos, you wear these with you can dress it up or dress it down. Man. Yeah, it's universal for that low. Yeah, and then summertime, you want your thighs out. You got to wear the 6-inch shorts. You got to have the thigh meat out. Gotta have it out. You got to. My motto for the summer: your shorts cannot be longer than 6 inches. That's my thing. You gotta have the thighs out.
Gotta have them hoochie daddies on. Gotta have them hoochie daddies.
Mike like, no.
If I went that work term, I'd have some hoochie daddies. Sure. I got dressed this morning. I was like, ooh, I need some shorts to put on. I grabbed some shorts. Like, wait, are these regular shorts or are these the hoochie daddies? Put them on. I was like, oh, these are hoochie daddies. I can't be in the office space with the hoochie daddies on.
Man,
no, we can't do that.
Man. Y'all funny.
You wear those lows with the crew socks, a dope T-shirt or something.
I'm not wearing no crew socks, man.
You got to wear the crew socks.
No, I'm wearing ankle socks.
No.
Yeah, we wear ankle socks.
If you're wearing shorts, you can rock those with ankles or no socks, man.
Yeah. No socks.
Shows, yeah.
No, if you gonna wear ankle socks, I'm with Mike. Don't wear no socks.
No socks.
I'm wearing no ankle socks. No.
Y'all not finna make me get. Do you know how hard? There's somebody is listening that's roughly my age, roughly your age too, Sherm, that had to fight with their parents about, hey, let me get some ankle socks.
That is true.
I lost many a fight with my parents. Like, yo, let me get some ankle socks.
But this is a different age right now.
Man, I don't care what age
this is different now.
It's a different era, man.
Thank you. This is different. This is different.
In honor of 2004-year-old CJ, I will be in ankle socks with my shorts. Y'all can have that.
when the kids see you that wearing ankle socks, they're gonna be like, look at
Why do I care about what kids think? They should see me and think, look at I am sure.
That's true.
You see this bald head and this beard? I'm man. Get out of here. All right, the Kids Super Bapes. The Kids Super, what's that? The Super Bape Cup capsule features colorways of the classic sneaker made for all 48 teams in the World Cup. Yeah. Editions for 10 countries: United States, Mexico, England, France, Japan, Spain, Ghana, Argentina, Brazil, and Portugal will drop this week in stores, but that selection and the remaining 38 will also be made available for pre-order with a cap for production. These are the Team USA pair. I particularly enjoy the star on the side, giving homage to the stars on the flag and everything. I like this shoe. Of the ones that we've shown, this is the one I've liked the most, Mike.
Well, you know, the star on the side is that's the Bape. That's the Bape logo anyway. Yeah. So their logo is always on there.
Because it's on all of them.
Yeah, it's on all they're all their shoes. But I do like that they paid a homage to all the country, like all the countries, because again, everything now is around the World Cup. So I like those.
I can't wait to see the Ghana ones. You know, the Black Stars. I want to see that Black Stars combo, man, with the black and green. I think I like those, man. But I had never heard of them. So they're called Bapes.
So yeah, Bape. Bape. You know, Bape is a Japan brand.
Okay.
They based out of, I think, Japan or Tokyo. Don't quote me on that. And then Kids Super, that's another like streetwear brand, skateboard brand. Okay. That's based out of the United States. So it's like both of them kind of came together. Yeah.
Okay, because the base of the shoe kind of looks almost like the Air Force One model, right?
It is, you know and glad you mentioned that because Bape was sued by Nike because of that reason.
There we go.
So
there we go.
in the suit, Nike told Bape to either stop production or they have to change up the shoe. So if you look at the first model of the Bapes when they first came out, it's definitely Air Force One. They just put their logo on it. Now, you look at it now, the sole,
mixing it up a little bit.
They mix it up. And it's a small detail. I think the sole is just thinner than a regular, but everything else still the same. So
I got you.
That's a good mention on the Air Force.
Yes.
Awesome, Sherm. Thank you so much for your fashion expertise. Tuesdays, too, catch your boy out there telling everybody about fashion on Sneak Fest along with Jerry and Adam and Lang and Black as well. All right, we're going to take a break. Then we're going to come back. We're going to do Pick Sixes. The teaser trailer for A Different World, that reboot, dropped while we were gone and got me thinking again about reboots. So we'll do that Pick Six, Black sitcoms we'd like to see rebooted, and more on the other side. You're listening to HBCU Huddle right here in the Built Ford Tough Studios on Grind City Media.
Get ready, Grizzlies fans. It is time for the Surfside Can Shuffle. Can you keep up with the cans and find Mac the Crab?
Kyra, can I talk to you?
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
Stay on top of everything happening in the 901, the Mid-South, and beyond with Grind City Media's e-newsletter, bringing all the news and notes directly to your inbox. Lang's World, always by Lang Whitaker, touches on the biggest stories in the world of sports and pop culture, while Michael Wallace's Grizzlies Insider brings you all the latest coverage and analysis around the Grizzlies and NBA. Don't miss a thing. Stay connected to the conversation and sign up to download the lowdown today at grindcitymedia.com. Grizzlies, take your fandom to the next level by becoming an MVP.
How long have you been an MVP? Since day one.
Enjoy the great benefits of being a season ticket member. Pre-game MVP moments, including Autograph Alley, exclusive Grizz Gear deals, access to member or MVP-only player events, and much more.
He's been an MVP for 22 years!
Become a Grizzlies MVP today.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security. New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Turn the mics on. That'll work. That right there is the teaser trailer for A Different World, which you guys just saw is coming out. The reboot coming out in September. They announced the cast for it. Amongst the cast members, Elijah Kai, Chabukum Uche, Jordan Aaron Hall, Kennedy Reese, Cornell Young IV, and that young woman who you just saw, that is Dwayne and Whitley's daughter, Malia Joy Moon, as Deborah Wayne. She starred, I knew she looked familiar. I didn't realize where I had seen her from. I was trying to place it. Starred in Hell's Kitchen. So Starred in Hell's Kitchen, which for those of you who don't know, is a Broadway play using jukebox musical, using Alicia Keys music. I do believe it was written and produced by Alicia Keys, if I remember correctly. Okay. She's already won a Tony and a Grammy so far in her career for her role in Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen, which is coming here. It's coming to Memphis at the Orpheum. If you've never been to the Orpheum, go check it out. I love the Orpheum. I love going. I'm going to try and get my mama up for that musical. It's going to be a grand old time. But yeah, Miss Moon is the one who's going to star in this. Sherman, are you excited to see the Different World reboot?
I am. I really am. It's been over 30 years? Since the last episode,
more than that.
It's been more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm excited about it. I just hope they don't mess it up. I know sometimes we've seen even movies and stuff come back after it been so long, and they just kind of mess up the original story. Which I know is something different because we're in a new era, but I'm excited about it though.
Mike, what about you?
I am. It's A Different World. Encouraged me to really, really go all in with HBCUs, right? That was, I remember it in real time. I remember watching it when it came on after the Cosby shows on Thursdays, right? So, I grew up in that era where I was that target audience for Different World, right? Seeing Hillman, and at the time I had a cousin, who had went down and worked at Clark Atlanta at the time. I remember School Days came out before A Different World, the movie, and they were based in that AUC Center. I hope that we have a generation of high school, teenagers and early college students who are interested in really understanding what it means to go to a HBCU.
Yeah, I like that.
It's not just fashionable anymore. It's got to be a reason behind it. And I think in the 90s, the late 80s and the 90s, there was a reason why you wanted to be at a HBCU, not just because it's where it's located or anything like that. Like there was a heritage there. You felt like when you went there, these educators cared about you, and there was a pride level that involved it. I don't want it just to be trendy or fashionable or have a lack of substance. So if this show comes out and promotes the real storylines behind HBCUs, I'm all for it.
Yeah, do it in a fun way.
Yeah.
Right, like that was a thing that stood out to me when I was a little kid watching this, like 6, 7 years old. Is, oh my God, this is fun.
This is fun.
They're having fun.
They're having fun.
Yeah, they're learning. But most of them, Ron was gonna struggle a little bit. Ron had his moments. But like they had Ron's back. They made sure Ron knew, hey man, eventually you kind of got to do this stuff. Like let us help you get through this. And so I hope that it's fun. And Mike, I hear what you're saying about the 80s and the 90s, throwing the early 2000s when we were on campus as well. I think that, and I can't imagine that that's changed the notion of, hey, this isn't a trend. You're here for it for a reason, right? It's important for you to be here because you're the future. And like it's also important for you to grasp the major moments from the past. How can you lead us as a people forward if you don't understand and empathize and look up to and grasp the concept of what people before you had to overcome to achieve the things that they achieved? I think that's still on HBCU campuses. It certainly was when I was at Tuskegee. I don't want to speak for Miles
it was
because
the same way.
They're terrible people. It was the same way, Sean.
This guy here, man. It's the same way. But kind of go back to piggyback off both you guys to what you said. I think at one point, I feel like the teachers kind of had stopped caring. I think a little bit, maybe around our time and a little bit after that, some of the teachers stopped caring about the school. The students come to HBCUs. And now I think now we're seeing that fall back over to the 80s, 90s where teachers actually care. Most kids now, the younger generation, they are going to some of these schools for a trend because they know, like, this is a party school or this is a school that I can dress this certain way and all that stuff there. But now I think we're seeing a mixture of all that. We're seeing that the professors are caring, the admins are caring, and the kids are going there to have fun at the same time.
Everybody, well, not everybody. You get those, like it's people, right? You get good ones and bad ones.
Right.
Most of the teachers where I was scared. Like would bend over backwards to help you. Type stuff. Like I was having dinners at teachers' houses, professors' houses and things, being pulled to the side, not to be lectured to, but to just talk and catch up with people. Got us to thinking, again, my greatest fear on this show is having Mike. I repeated a pick six. We've done hundreds of these, Mike.
Yes, we have.
Hundreds of these. I was like, I've never done a reboot pick six with Mike. So let's do it.
Yes.
Never done it with Mike, never done it with Ronnie. But I've done one with you, Shern.
Yes.
We did last year around this time.
Yes, we did.
We did a pick six of reboots. We'd like to see black sitcoms. We'd like to see be rebooted.
And it's funny. I had a different word on my list last time, and then look, this happened.
Okay. And it happened.
And it happened. It happened.
Yeah. So all right. Sorry, y'all. My bad. I got to be more organized.
Mike
we've done
is here.
Literally 200 of these.
Mike is here.
I'm
so
almost
this is
like
exciting.
we've been doing the Big Six since the show started. So we've done maybe over 200. All right, Mike. We'll let you get first crack at this.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get first crack, Kyra. Put them all up there at the same time from that standpoint. To me, 227 because of the DC. I'm from DC. I had a stoop like that out in front of my grandmother's spot on Florida Avenue after we moved out of the projects in Southeast and Eastgate. So 227 was always one of those shows.
Getting Regina Hall is Regina Hall or Regina King.
Regina King.
Getting Regina King to reprise her role.
Regina King is the singer. Regina Hall. One of them.
One of the Reginas. Huey Riley, right? Get her to come back out
for sure
and resume her role. Now she's in charge of it. I like that, Mike.
Living Single is I feel like that's a timeless one. It's almost like the black version of Friends, right? You get millennials, you get young adults, you get single people in a metropolitan city together. You can revive that show easily, no matter where it is, no matter what era. It transcends era.
It's Regina King.
Regina King,
Regina Hall is the comedic
singer.
actress.
Okay. Sanford and Son, man, is my favorite show of all time. It's just my favorite sitcom of all time. And rest in peace to both Red Fox and Lamont, man. I mean, Damon Wilson just passed a few months ago, earlier this year. So rest in peace to those brothers. That was the funniest show ever to me.
I still watch that. It still comes on TV. And I literally sit there like I've never seen it before. I just watch it.
I didn't realize how long of a run it had,
I didn't know that either.
And I almost forgot, the show continued even after, Grady had a season where he was the guy. Rock was my show. It was short-lived. Charles Dutton. Is it Dutton? Charles Dutton?
Yep.
Charles Dutton, okay.
Great show.
Great show based out of Baltimore, so that's that DMV area still. I love that show. It only lasted 2 seasons or whatever, 3 seasons. Martin, can you? They talked about bringing that back, and they did for a minute, and then the cast just can't get along and stay together, right? So Martin is up there in terms of one of the greatest shows of all time. And then in Living Color, we need to bring that back.
Yes. because
of the comedians that we have out there now. There's a new generation of comedians, and it wasn't just a black show because it opened up doors for everybody. Like when you go back and look at the who's who came out of In Living Color, it's just all of them will be at the Knicks game tonight, right? Like they all go to the Knicks from that standpoint. But that's my top 6 right there. That's my pick 6 of sitcoms. I would love to see a reboot.
That's a good list.
That and Living Color one, I was like, ooh, that's a good one.
That's
a real good one.
That's a real good one.
You stop and you think about, to your point, all the talent, David Allen Greer, all the Wayans brothers, but then you stop and realize, oh, okay, J-Lo came from here. J-Lo came. Yeah. Jim Carrey came from here. That's a good one, Mike. Let's throw
Jamie Foxx, man.
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx.
Throw up Ronnie. Ronnie isn't here with us.
Oh,
she did one hers. Number 6, Good Times. Number 5, Jamie Foxx. Number 4, My Wife and Kids. Number 3, Mo to the E to the Moesha. Number 2, the Wayans brothers. And number 1, Martin. That's a real solid list from Ronnie. On the other side, we'll get Sherm's list.
Right,
we'll get my list. We'll get Black's list. And then we'll get on out of here. You're listening to HBCU Huddle right here on Grind City Media in the Built Ford Tough studio.
Yeah, Living Color, definitely.
Get ready, Grizzlies fans. It is time for the Surfside Can Shuffle. Can you keep up with the cans and find Mac the Crab?
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
This Photoshop job of the College Football 27 cover for this year is atrocious. Like, who made this? It's so bad.
This is the deluxe edition. So you have to pay extra to get Kurt Signetti on.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're paying extra to get Kurt Signetti?
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Like I told you, Wemby's the favorite to win Finals MVP. If he does it, he'll become just the 4th human to win Finals MVP in the NBA before turning 23 years old. Who are the other 3?
Oh, my God. Did Kawhi do it?
Kawhi Leonard did do it.
I thought so.
At the age of 22.
Magic?
Johnson, at the age of 20, stay in San Antonio.
Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan. At the age of 22, it was 1999.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Everybody is so quick to forget, though.
Yeah.
Bro, we just watched a team who had their second and third best players were under 24 years old win the NBA title.
Yeah.
And it felt like, oh, God, here comes the dynasty. Yeah. Fastest dynasty ever.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Welcome back in, everybody. HBCU Huddle. The graphic goes up on the TV.
If you got me asking a Sarah Palin
It
question,
goes up on the TV.
And then he hit you.
I ain't gonna never live that one down.
Nobody knew you had asked about Sarah Palin. I waited until you said something about Alaska. More pick sixes. Sherm, you want to go? Let's go through yours. Some Sherm six up there.
Let's do it. All right. I got Martin on there. Like we said, well, same thing. I think everything of what Mike has already said kind of goes with. And I didn't really have we just got the numbers up. I didn't really have it in no particular order, but I just like how just all these here. So I said Martin. I was watching Martin last night again, like I never watched it before. You can never get old with Martin. I wish the cast will get back together and suck it up or whatever they need to do. In Living Color, we were just talking about that off the air. You know that
we got the halftime show because of In Living Color. That's how good In Living Color was. And Living Color pulled so many eyeballs away from a Super Bowl at halftime that the Super Bowl NFL was like, yo, we got to have a halftime show, so this can't happen again. Number 4 for you, Sherm.
Sanford and Son. Like Mike said, I mean, it's like I said when Mike was talking about it. I still watch it. I didn't realize they had that long of a run. I still watch it. I mean, that was back in the 70s, and I was born in 82, and I watch it like I was back like I was back then with them. Good Times. I mean, we all know we all grew up off Good Times. They're just a great show. Laughter. It gave you the sad moments. It gave you happy moments. It gave you family stuff and all this stuff. So it gave you a mixture of everything. Family Matters. I mean, that was a definitely good show. I think that was a good family origin type show. I feel like we need some more of those shows for the younger generation that is coming up. And the Jamie Foxx show, a good laughing show. Like he was showing you his talent before he showed you his talent. He was showing he can sing. He came from In Living Color, and then he showed you like, all right, I came from under that space of Living Color. Let me show you what I can do on my own. So yeah, that's my top pick.
Jamie and Fancy running the hotel in the reboot. With kids, without kids, either way it goes.
With the kids would be good.
Like that would be good, yeah. That would be some good stuff to see.
See how they are as parents.
Yeah, see Jamie as the father trying to maintain the house. All right, we'll go with mine.
What you got?
Number 6 for me is Mo to the E to the Mo, Isha.
Okay.
Boondocks number 5.
I knew that was going to be yours.
Sitcom.
Why did you put Boondocks on here?
Because I need more of it. I think Boondocks. I think what Magruder did from a social critiquing standpoint.
For sure.
It's funny, right? But like it's the critiques, the on the nose criticisms of not just black culture but American culture at large. I like those types of things. I think he did a really great job. Living Single, we still never got Regine's wedding. Just give me Regine's wedding. Like do the special, give me Regine's wedding or something like that, and let's make it happen. Number 3 for me, Sister. Love to see what Tia and Tamara are up to. Number 2, My Wife and Kids. And number 1 for me, Keenan and Kel.
I forgot about Keenan and Kel.
If we can reboot Keenan and Kel.
I forgot about
with Keenan and Kel as parents now, trying to manage their family lives while also their friendships as well.
So the movie came first, then the sitcom, right?
So all that came first. So all that was the sketch comedy show for kids.
Yeah.
And then after that, one of the things on one of the skits on all that centered around Good Burger and Ed. But the chemistry between Keenan and Kel was there on all that. And then from all that, they get the Keenan and Kel show, and then they start doing the Good Burger movie.
I got you.
If I recall correctly.
Break down. Yeah, I think that's right.
All right, those are my 6. Kyra has thrown up there. Her 6 look like
what
this.
You got, K-Dog?
One-on-one. Great. That's So Raven. Girlfriends, do want to know what Joan and them is up to. Good Times, Sister, and Living Single.
So we have some overlap. We have some overlap for sure.
What's one that wasn't up there that you guys would like to see?
Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons?
Jeffersons. Good.
What's happening?
I forgot about that.
What's happening in the Jeffersons?
Yes, I forgot about both of those.
I didn't have Good Times on mine because in today's age, it would have been hard for me to find somebody who could play James Evans. James Evans is one of one.
That is true.
He's one of one.
But you don't have to do it with James, right? You do it. The family makes it out of the projects. You can do the Good Times from where the family is now, can't you?
Not really.
No,
because the whole project
you have to be
you have to be there.
The whole struggle.
Almost making it out of there was what kept, you know what I'm saying? They kept finding reasons not to get out of the projects, right? So, Yeah, man. That'll be tough. That'll be tough.
I think, from Kyra's, I didn't watch 101.
You didn't watch 101?
Yeah, I didn't watch 101.
With Flex and what's that beautiful woman's name?
Yeah, I didn't watch 101.
Kyla Pratt. Oh, my gosh. Have mercy. You missed out then. Boy, I had a crush on Pratt. I had a crush.
Seen it all.
I had a crush on Kid
all.
Pratt. Kid Pratt and I were the same age.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a beautiful woman right there. And she grown now?
Oh, Lord.
And grown me and grown Pratt is the same age. I might risk it for the biscuit, man. I might, boy. I can't see Pratt walking up and down the street. Well, that'll do it for this week's episode. Y'all got me all hot and bothered. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Sherm, thank you again for joining us.
Guys.
For Mike, Sherm, Kyra, Ronnie, I'm CJ. Everybody take care.